Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Aria.
Where are you? Where are you?
In this video, I introduce my brand new Caraway cookware. I just purchased this set and I'm super excited to use it for the first time in this video, and I will be using the Dutch pan, I think that's what it's called, and I'll be using a skillet as well. The brand is Caraway, guys. It's really good quality cookware, and I don't want to get into the whole details of why it's the best. This is not a sponsored video. I do not have an affiliate link. I just really admire the quality of this cookware and I'm going to try it for the first time. I've seen a lot of influencers use it and it seems to be of great quality, and I'm happy to get my hands on this set. And I will be preparing a meal for the first time and I thought I would share that with you. If it's your first time here on This is Aria, welcome. If you are a regular subscriber, welcome back. I will be traveling. I wanted to get this video ready for you guys. I had to be doing some food prep for my absence. One of the meals that I was preparing was pasta, and I said, hey, why not? Let's break out the Caraway and try it for the first time and share it with my subscribers. So guys, if you like this kind of content, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to This is Aria, and leave a comment and let me know what you like about this video. Let's get into cooking. Test these guys out. With this cookware set, there are 4 pots and there are 3 covers, I think. So basically there's one of the pots that the cover is the same size, so that's how we end up with 1 cover less. It also comes with a stacking fabric holder for the covers, which can be attached to the inside of your cupboard door, as you can see there. And there are my covers. So I think I have 4 covers and 5 pots. Yeah, something like that. But today I'm going to be using the Dutch pot as well as one of the bigger skillet. So I'm preparing pasta. My kids love pasta. I'll be traveling and I won't be here for about 10 days, so I decided that I was going to make a pasta meal that they can have some leftovers. So I'm using the bow tie pasta and I'm going to be boiling that in the Dutch pot, or the round large pot right there. I'm putting the water on the pasta, and in this recipe I'm using 2 packs of the bow tie pasta, and I'm going to be boiling that in 1 pot. And here I'm using a large flame under the pot, and what I like about the Caraway is that it doesn't get messed up by the soot from the flame. It stays pretty clear. Adding a little bit of salt, and I'll be adding some butter. So that's basically what I'm adding. To some salt to taste, about a tablespoon of salt, and about a 1/3 stick of butter. And I'm gonna basically just allow that to boil and soften. I'm covering it with my beautiful Caraway cover, and now I'm going to prepare the protein elements of the meal. I'm using white cheeses. I'm basically preparing Parmesan Chicken Pasta. I'm using some chicken breast tenderloins, and I choose the tenderloins because they're not as heavy duty and thick as the regular breast. I'm just cutting it up in some, not very fine, but just breaking it up in parts. Now the original recipe that I typically follow for this is the chicken will cook down for hours in a crock pot, but I don't have a crock pot, so I normally just cook it stovetop. I'm using the skillet here for the preparation of the chicken. I'm using some garlic powder, and I'm using about 2 tablespoons, and I have the Parmesan sauce, garlic Parmesan sauce in the Walmart brand, and I'm using 1 bottle of this. Now the fact that I'm using 2 packs of pasta, I could opt in using 2 bottles of this Parmesan garlic sauce, but I chose to just use 1 because I'm going to use some milk along with it. So I have used about 2 tablespoons of the garlic powder. I'm using about ½ cup of milk, and I am going to have, the pasta is still boiling right there. I moved it to a more powerful burner. I cooked the chicken down in the Parmesan, and I'm using the mixer right now to break down the chicken. Typically I have the chicken cooking for so long that this would easily just shred the chicken into shreds, but because I'm rushing this meal, I'm doing an abridged version where you still have clumps of chicken, which is fine too. And I am joining what I cooked down in the skillet. I had transferred it to this mixing bowl so that I could use the mixer to break down some of the chicken and to have the flavors just kind of spread out in the sauce. So I'm joining the contents of the skillet into the Dutch pan, and that's going to be a 1-pot meal, guys. I did not use much seasonings because the Parmesan garlic sauce is really lovely and doesn't need a lot of embellishment. I'm now adding in the cheeses. I'm using white cheeses, so I'm using mozzarella and I'm using Parmesan. So here's the Parmesan, which is a major flavor that we're going for in this meal, and then I'm adding some mozzarella cheese. So I'm using 2 cheeses today. It's up to you. You can use only Parmesan, you can use mozzarella, you can use mozzarella, Parmesan, and Italian. And here I'm adding some Parmesan powder, cheese powder along with it. I'm mixing that together, and guys, that's basically it. So the amount of cheese is to your desire, the types of cheese are to your desire. I would suggest to keep the cheeses white. Look at how gooey and luscious this is. I like when my pasta is looking like this. Let me know in the comments if you like your pasta very cheesy. This one's very cheesy, and I think that's why the kids love it so much. And that brings us to the end of this recipe. I'm going to serve it, empty the pots, and basically let's check out. After serving this meal, we're going to check out how we clean these pots up.
I know you've been with her too long. It's okay, I'm just saying. What if she told you that she still likes you and she wants you to come back? Would you go and pretend like I'm nothing, although you want her, want her, want her? I need you back, back, back. I need you back, back, back.
Now it's time to clean the pots up. I have removed the contents from both, and I'm using my cleaning eraser that came with the Caraway cookware to basically gently clean these pots. We don't want to be using too much abrasive scouring pads because it will compromise the internal lining of these pots. See, they're still looking good at the bottom even though they were on top of heavy flames. So I'm gently using my scouring eraser there it is. Pots are clean, and I know they're white pots. I know they're looking pretty right now because they're new, but if you are a part of this YouTube family, you will see me cooking in these pots, and you will see how well they stand up to being cooked in, and we have to take care of our things too, guys. So right here, I'm not even gonna have the food stand in it for long. I washed it out, I'm drying it, and I'm gonna put it right back where I store my Caraway cookware. Guys, I love these pots, and I think I'm going to get it in other colors. Let me know from what you see if you think this is something you would want to invest in. I would suggest it, especially if you love cooking, and especially if you like to make cooking videos. So that's it for me, guys. I am happy with my first trying. Thank you so much, guys, for staying with me towards the end of cooking this meal. And as you can see, it's really easy to use these pots. The handles don't get hot when you're cooking, and nothing sticks on these pots, I guess because they're stoneware. I'm super happy with how these pots handled its first meal that I cooked in it, and I also showed you how I cleaned up the pots when I was done, and they actually provide something for you to clean the pots. It's called an eraser, and I use that to clean the pots safely. So guys, I would recommend Caraway. I will leave the link in the description box for you to check out this pot set. If you don't want to buy the whole set at the same time because of cost, or you just don't want to invest that kind of money, that's okay. You can buy individual pieces from Caraway. So guys, thank you so much again for staying with me on this video. Stay positive, stay productive, love yourself, guys. Peace out. See you in the next one.
Would you go